Good morning, friends. Hey, it's Carrie from Texas. How are you on this wacky middle of the week Wednesday? I hope wherever you are, you have a splendid day. Many blessings as we are in Holy Week. Friday is Good Friday, and then Easter this weekend. If you are a Christian, I hope you have a wonderful week. If you celebrate in other ways, many blessings to you too. It's one of the greatest things about our country is that we can worship in any way for any faith, and that truly is a freedom that we all should be grateful for. Okay, Harvard. Let's talk about Harvard. Harvard, one of the most prestigious institutions in the United States, right? That's what we've been led to believe. If you have a Harvard degree, you're almost a shoo-in, and your ability to make money is probably, I don't know how many times more than the average person who doesn't attend Harvard, but it's big. So when did they become a political institution? Now, we all know higher education is a left-leaning entity. Most college and universities are left-leaning, but their decisions and their inability to protect all students of all faiths is not okay. And why do they get the amount of money that they get in grants when they charge unbelievable tuition, if you can even get in, and the cost of living to go there? Why does our government subsidize universities that do not protect all students? I feel like their money should be suspended indefinitely until they can prove and document that they have taken the necessary steps to protect each and every student of every belief and faith. Until such time, no more money. We, as the taxpayers, it's money we put in. We need to be stepping up to the plate to Harvard and saying, until you can make these changes, you don't get any more money. We're the boss. We're in control. It's our money. And until you can prove that to the American public, no more money. It's that simple. You don't abide by the rules, you don't get your money. This is not rocket science, right? And then we have two former presidents, two of the most divisive presidents in American history, and that is how they will be looked at. Obama and Biden speaking out today against you and me. Yeah, it may have been directed at Trump, but Trump represents you and me, the American people. So these presidents have decided that you and I don't have a right to say to Harvard, no more money until you can prove to us that you can protect every student. When did they get that power? They don't have that power. First of all, they're no longer the president, so we don't really care what you say. Period. Now, Obama went there, so of course it's his school, so he can encourage, he can talk about the great things about it, but as the president, dude, you're done. So what you have to say doesn't mean diddly fiddly. We don't care. You are one of the most divisive presidents in American history, and the reason so many students at Harvard feel unsafe is because of you, because you have encouraged it, and you continue to encourage it today. And then we have former President Biden making his first public comments since his crushing departure from politics. Maybe you just need to go back to the beach or the basement. because you are just completely out of touch, and you did more damage to the American people than probably any other president in history. The American people are going to take years to recover from your incompetency, yours and your Vice President Harris. So we, too, we don't want to hear from you. Sorry, there are consequences in life, and your consequence is what the American people lived with for 4 years, and we just don't care what you have to say anymore. We wish you well in the remaining retirement that you have, but we don't care what you have to say. You did way too much damage for us to give you any credibility, either one of you. So President Trump, turn it off. No more money to this great American institution, this university called Harvard, until they can prove that every single student that attends their campus is safe. Every one of them, of every faith. And until they can do that, as American taxpayers, they don't deserve any of our money. That simple. No exception. Turn it off. Maybe then Harvard will realize they are an institution of education. They have no right to be a political vessel of any kind. And let it be an example to the rest of our educational system. Teach our children in the middle, not right, not left, common sense in the middle, so our children can make their own decisions, not be influenced by the power of the educational system. It's done more damage than good in the last 40 years. Go get him, President Trump. No more money. Not until they can prove everyone can worship and go to school on their campus safe.